Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. I'm actually getting a little bit of a runny nose. I think it's due to the lack of sleep. As you guys know, today was a very successful day for myself when it came down to trading. I did my recap like 1 or 2 hours after the market opened, and I was, blessed to be a little bit over $1,000 in the green. I wanted to provide you guys with a quick little update. I was able to continue to trade you guys. I'm going to show you my overall P&L on the day. It was $3,271. 3,180 of that came from ticker symbol UGAS, and $91.30 right before the market closed came from ticker symbol DGAS. The really cool thing about that was that I'm gonna break it down very quickly, and it's one of these stocks that I'm gonna be talking about, one of the ETFs, right? But as of right now, I mean, you guys did an absolute amazing job just ripping it, right? Just completely ripping it all the way up to that 193, 194 area, right? So how is it that we became aware? Like what was the pattern that I saw when it came down to you guys becoming a little bit more on the overbought side? We called it out in the Learn Plan Profit group, in the group chat. One thing that I called out was this consolidation. It was no longer making higher highs. It was kind of just consolidating. So usually, like when we try to buy the dip, you know how it gets rejected and then it then consolidates, and then we wait for the confirmation for it to begin to make higher highs. The same thing for when it begins to peak out and then show sign of a downtrend. I saw that it was really consolidating around this general area. I talked about like, hey, watch out for /NG, which is the natural gas future. And as well, keep a close eye on a potential reversal for UGAS. It was breaking below this overall support when it broke below 185. And then that's when it broke below the SMA line, and that's when it really started to bleed. I missed out on all of this. So when UGAS goes down, DGAS goes up. I missed out on all of it. I was up already over $3,000 on the day. So again, my overall P&L for profit on DGAS was $91.30. I missed out on all of this. I literally bought at the absolute worst time. When it came down to my actual position on DGAS, I took a very small position, or smaller than what I normally do. It was about $7,000. It was about, I think, 2,000 shares. And the really cool thing about that, I actually think I have the order. Let's see if it pops up. So yeah, it has the order right here. But I don't know if it shows it that I got filled at 2.69, but it shows it like all weird. Because it sold it in like different increments, but it's 3,000 shares of DGAS, and I sold at an average price of 2.69. I got filled at 2.65, so I barely made like really anything. And I bought at the middle VWAP. Horrible entry. So the thing that I wanted to talk about today, what are the three stocks that I plan on trading this upcoming week, Thanksgiving week. And I want to talk to you guys about, and again, I'm sorry for going on a rant very quickly. I'm going to show you guys the profits again on ticker symbol UGAS very quickly. But I want to explain to you guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about the tickers, and then I'm just going to, after that, start breaking down the stocks and then be open-minded about that. So let me just talk about that. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. So the really cool thing that I've really been focusing on the past couple of weeks is focusing on day trading, not swing trading. Can any of you guys tell me why I've been so obsessed about day trading and not swing trading? I know some of you guys are going to be saying, Ricky, my account doesn't sit over $25,000. You still have 3 day trades out of a 5-day period, right? Why is it that I would not feel comfortable to swing trade something, to hold something for more than 1 day? Very volatile. Easiest way to put it, right? I've been trading, literally go back to my videos on YouTube, right? I'm sure that you can check it out right here. It shows that that was my recap today. So I cleared a little bit over $3,000 today. On Friday, had my biggest day ever, $5,000. The day before that, $3,000. The day before that, I recapped, was up 800, cleared the day over 1,200, and then the day before that, I didn't trade, and then the day before that, I was up over 1,200. So again, and you guys can watch any of my videos. I recap all my trades. I trade live with the Learn Plan Profit group. That's that first link in the description. And the thing that has acted as a positive catalyst for my success is not knowing. So what's going on? I think it's, what is that, Pishi? But the thing that I've been focusing so much about or so much on is the volatility on you guys is great. and it's been continuously been making higher highs. It's the season for you gas, right? It's the season for natural gas. That's great. Understanding its direction, I think that's very important. So looking at this like 20-day analysis, it's been aggressively pushing up. We can see that the volume and the overall activity, the volatility is definitely much more higher than it normally is. That is great. But because the risk is so much higher, and right now I'm watching on my other screen, I'm watching natural gas sell off. So if I would have held natural gas overnight, I would have given back some of my profits. So one of the best practices that I wanted to share with you guys is how important to focus on what's showing signs of an uptrend, which I think is natural gas. So I'm going to be following both DGAS and UGAS. That's going to be considered as one specific ETF that I'm going to be following, natural gas, with the understanding that I'm not going to swing trade everything, especially coming up to Black Friday. So let me go ahead and, again, I've seen a lot of value in natural gas because of how it's been actively been pushing up. I know that there's going to be pullbacks. That pullback might be tomorrow, as in natural gas might begin to sell off and it might correct itself just like it's done before. When it gets closer to the $200 range, just like it did before, it sells off and it corrects itself right back to the SMA line and then consolidates. It's expected. It's due to previous patterns. It makes sense. I have all my alerts set up. I'm going to wake up during pre-market hours again. I've been trading. I woke up at 4 a.m. at my time. So I traded as soon as the market opened for TD Ameritrade during pre-market hours. That's 2.5 hours before the market opens, 5 a.m. my time. I started trading. My first position today was at 5:03 a.m. I think you guys should be able to see it if I pop it up. 5:03 a.m. Got filled with 50 shares on UGAS. Just wanted to get some skin in the game. Again, it's so important that as of right now, we have a huge focus in just whatever's showing signs of an uptrend. And to understand that just because something is actively pushing up, it could pull back just as quick. So I'm going to be watching UGAS and DGAS very actively. I'm going to be following natural gas very actively, and I'm just going to focus on overall direction. Those are one of the specific niches that I'm going to be focusing on. The next one is the market had a huge red day today. Facebook, not Tesla. Tesla ended in the red, but not like an aggressive amount. Shopify, right? Shopify ended 11% down. Facebook, 5% down. What is it? Amazon, 5% down. Everything sold off. Everything that's an actual stock, right? Tech companies, Ford, right? Ford actually ended up in the green. But everything in general, especially when it comes down to tech, sold off pretty aggressively. Yeah, so I did see that. Baba, right, sold off. NFLX, I think that's Netflix, right? Sold off. As we're approaching, Black Friday, and it's this huge, commercial day for excessive, just spending. Most likely, based off of how it's performed in its past, it won't be as popular as it was before. We do so much of our shopping online. Cyber Monday is not even that huge of a thing. How many of you guys are actually going to dedicate time to, stand outside of a Walmart for a discount on a computer or a TV? Probably not, because you can get so many good deals on Amazon, online, reselling, all that stuff. So we'll most likely see, again, market conditions are not in our favor. And again, there we go. Natural gas selling off once again. The thing that I just want to remind you guys, what's so important is that, because the market is pulling back so aggressively, if we see this pattern continue, one of the stocks that I'm going to be watching, one of the ETFs that I'm going to be watching is ticker symbol SQQQ. So when NASDAQ sells off, SQQQ pushes up. There's a series of ETFs that follow the S&P 500 that you're more than welcome to Google. But again, I wanted to give you a reason for why I'm going to be watching it closely. It doesn't mean that I have to trade it. The market can fully recover, and then SQQQ is going to sell off, but then that means that TQQQ will then push up with the market. So I just think it's very important, as everything begins to either sell off or recover, that we know which ETFs or which stocks to trade according to that specific recovery. Do you guys think that makes sense? And now the last one. I just wanted to talk about 3 stocks that are consistently showing signs of an uptrend. I went through the watch list through TechBud Solutions, and I started trying to break down every single stock that was being shared since Sunday, which was yesterday, right? And then I also went to the Learn Plan Profit group, and then I went to the group alerts, and I started breaking down all the stocks. I want to give a shout out to the people within Learn Plan Profit. You guys did an amazing job keeping it super clean and super structured. Some of you guys even added a couple of graphs, making it easier for me to see and not have to do my own technical analysis and just be able to see what it is that you see value in. And I saw a lot of this. DISCA, right? So let me talk to you about all these patterns that are showing signs of potential recovery. So I'm going to go on the 180-day chart, right? DISCA offers a pretty similar pattern to like Eric, right? What was the other one? There was one that I came across. Oh, COST, right? Very consistent uptrend patterns, showing signs of very consistent uptrend. But what is one thing that they're all lacking right now? COST, look at it. DISCA, look at it. And then what was the other one? Shoot. I think VZ. No, not VZ. I'm sorry. So it was ERIC. There we go. So what do all of these have in common? No real reversal. They're all very consistent uptrend patterns. They all offer a pattern that we could, an ascending uptrend pattern that a majority of people that have been trading for a while can probably see. But none of them are actually trending up right now. Let's review it again. Again, still selling off, right? And they still can sell off. DISCA. Still selling off. Still selling off. Still selling off. A lot of consolidation, but no signs of an uptrend. So my main focus and what I want to end it with is with the overall understanding that, my third stock that I'm going to be trying to pay attention to is I saw a lot of companies today sell off. I saw Shopify sell off 11%. I saw Facebook drop 5%, but Facebook has been aggressively selling off. There's been companies like Tesla that did sell off a little bit, but it was up about 4 to 5% at a peak of the day, and that don't sell off as aggressively to other companies. My goal for each and every single one of you is to identify a pattern in which of something that has been showing signs of a recovery. So like Facebook, Baba, what else fits under that criteria? Amazon, all of those stocks that sold off aggressively today, but that have been selling off for the past 3 months, those have been showing signs of a consistent downtrend pattern. So I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about something like, what would it be? Like Tesla, Shopify, showing more signs of potential recovery and that are not such an aggressive sell-off. So that have potential to actually recover within 2 days because market isn't opened on Thanksgiving. Verizon, yep, I did see Verizon. Verizon's been pushing up. That's ticker symbol VZ. Identify a stock that is showing signs of growth this week. I want to give you guys an example. I've been trading for a while, and how many stocks, I want you to ask yourself this. How many stocks do you have in your watch list? None of these here are stocks. These are all futures. Just by having even the futures in my watch list and the series of ETFs here, it's when I was trading UGAs, and I'm someone that's experienced that does this every single day, I sometimes got overwhelmed by not being able to see the ticker quick enough because it matters that much down to the second when you're trying to identify your entry and your exit. And all I want to say is how important it is to become very, very just picky and selective with what you choose to invest in. If you don't see value in anything whatsoever this specific week, then guess what? Don't take a position. As easy as that. If you see value in a series of ETFs that are showing signs of a consistent uptrend, I know some of you guys are going to be asking, well, Ricky, what about DWT? / CL continues to sell off. Definitely something that I'm still considering and watching closely. But guess what? I'm not swing trading. Super overbought, right? Same thing with, hey, if the market continues to sell off and our economy doesn't show a strong holding, then doesn't that mean that JDST, which is a gold-based inverse ETF, will begin to show signs of an uptrend? Possibly. Have you guys seen this? Have you guys dedicated time to check out JDST on the 180-day chart and see that it's right around this SMA line, showing signs of a potential bounce? But guess why I'm not so, I set my alerts, but guess why I'm not losing so much time and sleep because of JDST? Because it's not showing signs of an uptrend just yet. I'm here to grow my account for tomorrow, right? I want to plan to grow my account and take positions of stocks that are showing signs of an uptrend for tomorrow, for the next day, and have those to be the ones that I'm watching. I talked about the 3 stocks that I saw value in, and that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to manage. Doesn't mean that I have 3 active positions, nothing like that. I think that's why it's so important to make sure that you're extremely selective with what you choose to invest in, and that you minimize the amount of positions that you choose to dedicate time to. So many people, depending on what group chats you're a part of, are going to start telling you what you should probably trade, what you should focus on. If it doesn't make sense to you and you just don't see value in it, simply just don't trade it. Again, overall, it's Thanksgiving week. Let's keep it simple. Let's focus on whatever's showing signs of an uptrend. There were so many stocks within the Learn, Plan, Profit and TechBud Solutions group alerts and watch list that were shared. I'm going to dedicate time before I head to bed to respond to a couple of you and direct message you. A lot of you guys did a very good job of identifying stocks that are oversold, waiting for a pending reversal, but are not showing signs of an uptrend. They're still selling off. Become so much less obsessed about, so NVDA, why am I going to talk about that when it's selling off? I don't care about it. It's not going to grow my account right now. It's not showing signs of an uptrend right now. It's not relevant right now. Why am I going to talk about it? Why am I going to talk about Bitcoin? I don't invest in it. I don't care if it's selling off. Why am I going to talk about, Facebook? It's not relevant. It's selling off. If I want to grow my account, then invest in patterns that are showing signs of growth. That's simple. There's a lot that goes into it, but let that be the first step. Make sure that you understand the direction, make sure that you understand the pattern, make sure that you can manage your risk accordingly, and that the opportunity cost is worth it. Very, very simple. So, guys, thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope that this video can provide you some better insight on, again, I talked about my 3 stocks that I plan, or niches that I plan to invest in for this upcoming week. But again, that's completely irrelevant to you. You dedicate time. We're all wired in different ways. Don't be someone that's spoon-fed and told what to trade. Be someone that's self-sufficient. If you give a man a fish for a day, he could eat for a day. If you teach a man how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. Again, learn how to become a self-sufficient trader and to not be spoon-fed into doing something that you might not be comfortable doing. And I think with that, we can leave it at that. So again, I just wanted to make sure that I recapped and I kept you guys up to date. If you guys follow me on YouTube or are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should have been able to see my profit updates along the day. I think only on Instagram, if you guys follow me there, I was able to update you guys that I cleared a little bit over $3,000. But I don't think that everyone knew that just because I didn't update the account, I posted too many stories that I ended the day up a little bit over $3,200, nearly $3,300. So my weekly goal is $2,500. So within my first day of trading for this week, I exceeded my weekly goal. So blessed, so thankful. I want to keep it simple, keep it consistent, and just focus on whatever's showing signs of an uptrend. If you guys want to stay connected, then again, I have the free Facebook group called TechBud Solutions. You guys are more than welcome to check it out. It's like 3rd or 4th link in the description. It's a free Facebook group. We're the largest one out there for those who invest in the stock market, 170,000 members. And then once you get accepted, we have this top pinned post. Be sure to click the group chat link. And then we have a private Discord that I talked to you about that has thousands of members all across the world that we message one another in real time every single day. Then for those that are interested in watching me trade live and are wondering what the LPP or Learn, Plan, Profit group is, that's the private course group. They get to watch me trade live every single day. They get access to the A to Z course video lesson library for a lifetime. And then on top of that, they get access to direct message me every single day via our private Learn, Plan, Profit Discord. Feel free to check and click that 2nd link in the description, if I'm not mistaken, to have access to this, to learn a little bit more about, what you get to experience within the LPP group. So, yep, and that's really just it. That first link for those that want to save your spot, that's for the free live trading session. So if you want to get a taste of what the LPP group gets to see every day, then be sure to click that first link in the description and simply enter your name, enter your email, send it, and we'll message you the day before. So I believe it's going to be November 30th that we go live. I have to double check. So, yeah, wait. Here we go. Yeah, November 30th, if I'm not mistaken. So I really do appreciate your guys' time. Hope you guys have an amazing and green week. Let's keep it super simple. If something's not showing signs of an uptrend, maybe not the best investment. And I wish you guys an amazing rest of your week. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. Hopefully I earned you guys a thumbs up. I'm sorry for the low energy right now. I'm not feeling too good, but I really hope that altogether some of the message that I shared today can guide you guys in the right direction. Thank you guys again for your time.